the Pyre's police cruiser and found nothing. But they noticed a small piece of rope underneath the spare tire. Police asked forensic odontologist Skip Sperber to compare the rope from Pyre's police car to the ligature marks on Kara's neck.
On measuring the rope and finding there was a distance of 7/16 of an inch from the center of each coil to the next coil, and seeing the same distance on the coils on Miss Knott's neck, which were all 7/16 of an inch, that demonstrated to me that very likely that rope may have caused that injury.
Also, on Kara Knott's shoe, scientists found a tiny drop of blood.
And at the time of Miss Knott's death, we were not using DNA with any great amount. And so at that time, we relied basically on blood type.
Revealed the blood was the rare type in the United States. It also happened to be Officer Craig Pyre's blood type. 21 days after the murder of Kara Knott, Craig Pyre, a 13-year veteran of the California Highway Patrol, was charged with first-degree murder.
The exact statement was something very similar to, I'm not saying that I did this, and I didn't do this, but what would happen to me if I did do this?
I remember just being stunned, in shock. It was unbelievable. You know, you've made a mistake.
Craig Pyre was once considered one of the California Highway Patrol's finest.
He wrote a lot of tickets. He was considered top pencil. He'd answer the radio on the first call, and you could count on him. His whole life was a highway patrol.
He would shine his badge, crease his pants, and that was his identity. It was a big part of who he was, and perhaps the biggest part of who he was. And clearly something went radically wrong.
There was an overwhelming amount of forensic evidence that tied him to Kara Knott's murder. The skid marks found at the crime scene were 53 inches apart, the same width